you see, you can actually see three shadows. Each candle's got its own separate shadow, and you can actually see that on the back there. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, we'll turn the lights back on. And, oh god, wow. We'll have to wind the gain down a bit there. We've got it a bit high. There we go, winding it down. And maybe tweak colour temperature, I think. So look, I think any venue's going to have a lot more light candles. It's one of a bit of...
Alright, I'm going to invite you.
So I think
I already invited you.
Candles, but you get the idea. It's got some really great low light capability. Now, one of the other nice features of the camera's got a built-in color corrector. So it means you can add a real cinematic style of light production. And with the new sensor,
I want to play this.
More out of the color corrector than before. So it's really nice
bro.
to create because you're getting just much better pictures into the color corrector. There's also been a big improvement in the audio. This new camera has much better microphones.
I thought it was today.
On either side of the viewfinder there, so which gives us a lot of stereo separation. Now the old model are actually on the lens mount. This works so much better, and they're just better quality microphones as well. Now the new model also has a much bigger tally light. It's much easier to see, especially from a long distance away. The old tally light was a thin one.
I'm choosing Lifeline.
Plus we have the number decals now, and they're included with the camera.
No.
So,
here, I'll do it actually.
And they just sort of slip in. Now let's have a look at the side. In fact, I'll give you
Number.
the update, and I'm going to be camera over.
I was just, Snapchat. I think I have his number.
Now let's have a look at the side.
I don't even know.
Well, connected
He ain't picking up on Snapchat.
Camera. So you can see there.
Yeah. Who's that, Valkyrie?
A bit tighter, maybe you can see. So you can see the first output. There's a HDMI output. Now that works in HD or Ultra HD. The HDMI even includes camera control, so the switcher can control that through the HDMI. There's a 12G SDI camera output, which is the main camera output. There's a 12G SDI input program return, and the SDI input includes
which way we
camera
gonna
control
go?
from the switcher. And also the SDI connections to and from the camera is how we do talkback. So we're just using channels 15 and 16 in the SDI
portal goes
connection
into
because it's two way
Storm, so.
communication to the cameras. Now there's 10G Ethernet there, which I'll come back to in a moment.
Oh.
Now there's two types of power. We've got a normal sort of DC 12-volt jack, and that uses the same power supply as an A2 Mini. And we include a power supply with the camera. But there's also a 4-pin broadcast style.
I'm going to go to the thing over here.
Now the reason all the connections, all the eye connections on this side of the camera, is this is the side you generally can attach them to the tripod arm. So it means that it's like a strainer lead because you can attach them to the arm, and that arm's not ever
You're going to the same one.
Let's spin it around and have a look at the other side. So these are more like the local connections.
Where's the other one?
Now you can see we've got two USB-C connections there. These are expansion ports, so you can use them for different uses. But what they do is they allow us to record Blackmagic RAW to external USB disks.
Alright.
So you can do a live production and then edit from a Blackmagic RAW file. Now that's amazing because Blackmagic RAW files are amazing quality digital film files, and they've got film gamma. So they look amazing when you do color correction in DaVinci Resolve. Now you'll see below them there's also two professional...
Our teammate plays on Xbox.
Now these are incredibly low noise. We actually spent a lot of time on this, there's been a lot of engineering put into this. And the reason is because microphones are normally placed near the camera. So good quality audio is really important. You don't want to run extra cables back to the switcher. You can do it from the camera. So what that means is that extremely good audio is really important because that's the main audio source a lot of times you use. Now the noise floor is so low, it's actually better than a lot of the cameras microphones we tested.
With shotgun.
When you plug the mic in, actually the noise went up because the microphone's noise.
Oh, teammate got one.
In the camera. So complete transformation. And
the other one's low.
Inputs on the side of the camera. It seems like a small thing for video people, but for audio people it's super important.
Got her.
And it's the prime source of audio in a lot of live productions is actually the audio on the camera. Those inputs also have phantom power. And you've noticed we've also gone to a 5-connect talkback headset. We've kind of gone away from that broadcast talkback headsets are much more common now. So we've kind of moved away from the aviation headsets that we used to use to now a more traditional broadcast headset. There's also a 3.5mm headphone socket. Now that headphone socket actually has a microphone connection in it, so it's compatible with headsets, sort of.
Man said I'm gonna take you with me.
And also there's a 3.5mm video camera style microphone input. Some of those video camera microphones are really nice, so we've got compatibility with those is really important. And the 3.5mm microphone input for those video camera microphones is also.
I just got 2K20 on the floor.
Anyway, let's plug the camera in and we'll check it out. So what I'll do is I'll bring it on top of the tripod, so it's a bit easier to see. Now. Pull one out here. Here's our tripod. Now you'll notice that there's actually a tripod mount on the bottom of the camera. The new Blackmagic Studio cameras include a tripod mount, and the reason they include a tripod mount is it makes it much easier.
By the way, I see one.
So you can see the plate here, so I can just slide it on, mount it on. There it is there. Now this mounting plate was on the tripod actually also comes with the camera. The whole assembly here.
It was two of them.
And the plate come together.
Yep.
Now, you'll notice that there's some holes in here for rail mounts. Now, that really helps if you want to add a prop or a mat box or something like that. So let's take a lens. So I'll take the lens back off. I've got the lens here.
Shut up.
Look, I'll show you. Yeah, you've got a shot there. That's a good shot. So I'll show you. You can see the lens there.
Are you lagging?
There's the lens mount.
Oh, it looks like you're lagging on my screen. Yeah, push with a teammate next time.
There is that. And we'll move the lens cap, of course. I don't want to forget that.
Nah, I think Diego is good.
And I've got some power here.
This man's name is Diego. Damn. Dave.
Now let's connect some video cables. Now we're going to use input 6 of the
I can't believe we lost that round.
So
I can't believe that either.
Output cable first.
Shut up. I got my ultimate, by the way. Yeah. Alright.
There it is. So we go.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's turn on the camera.
Yeah.
Switch on the back there, you can see there it is. Now, it's come up with the tally light, so I can put that on air. At the moment it's set to preview, so if I come across here, I'll move my USB just over here. I can put that on air, so you can see it's off, and then it's on preview, and then I can bring it on air. So you can see the tally light. You can see not only preview, but you can also see the when it's on air. So it's really nice. Now the decals and the number can be changed. We put it on 6 because we're plugged in for 6.
I'm right, like, close to a teammate. Where?
Now we can also work with the 5-pin.
Oh yeah, I see one.
Which we have a headset here. That just plugs into the side. I won't plug that in.
So,
but
Bloodhound.
normal broadcast headsets work.
One's on me, Lifeline.
Now let's have a look at the back of the camera. I'll spin it around.
Right here, right here.
Show the rear, on the side. There it is there. So you sort of cut to the side.
Behind.
Now you can see the viewfinder on this angle, and the sunshade actually folds up.
What the heck?
So what I'll unfold the sunshade, you can see it there.
Crack addict.
See the sides come out, and there it is. Cool. Now this speed of setup really drove the design, and this sunshade's much faster to set up. Everything about the design was really about speed and speed of setting up.
Yeah.
So you can see how nice it is.
Alright.
With the sunshade. It's really cool. It's a much nicer design than what we had before. But it also protects the screen. It just folds up and the camera's ready. Now
you got your jump still?
7-inch viewfinder on this one. It's also a
you got your jump still?
I'll go around there a bit.
Oh.
Now that was a big limitation on the old model. It didn't have a touchscreen, so it does now. The viewfinder is a little smaller than the old studio camera model, but the larger screens kind of made the camera a bit bulky, so we really wanted this model to be more portable. So I think a 7-inch screen is a good size. Now the sunshade actually unclips and you can remove it. So let me unclip the sunshade and show you.
Do I'm pushing with you? Lifeline?
It comes right off. There's a clip on the bottom, so you can see that there. Now it's also compatible with the Ursa Studio Viewfinder sunshade. So
I need help.
That and show you. That's the sunshade off an Ursa Studio Viewfinder. So that just clips on.
Alright.
And it screws up in the bottom there.
I'm putting down. Oh, Valkyrie has come to me.
So you can see that sunshade there.
I'm going to Valkyrie.
You can see how it looks. So it's a bit of a different look. But this one's metal and it's got felt.
Do you need help?
So I think you can see it from that side view over there. You can see the felt. But it doesn't
Get
fold
Lifeline?
down. It does have a rising edge there. It doesn't really fold down. The sunshade that's
Let's
included
go.
does fold down, which I like that one better because it's much more
and you
portable.
still knocked them.
Back to that.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
So now,
I think I just bought an LMG.
It's probably a better view there, isn't it? On the side there, you can see we've got the side handles. Now they protect the screen and all the controls because they've got knobs there. And you can also rest the camera on the handle when you're changing the lens. So that's really nice. Now let's check out some of the controls. It's actually a little bit similar to the SSG viewfinder used on the bigger cameras. So you can see how it works. So over there, you can see the controls. So you can see that they are there. So I've got brightness and contrast, which you can change. And there's also 2 ways to rotate these knobs. They're really nice. You can use 2
I'm pushing right here.
Like that, but you can also actually use your thumb from the side. Which I quite
Valkyrie
like.
66, 57.
Now there's also a focus peaking on an adjustable knob, so it's much nicer because you can adjust the focus peaking as you're zooming around. So
Bloodhound. 2 on me, got one. Knock down the Bloodhound.
Autofocus. Oops, that's zoom.
Right here, Bloodhound's knocked. He's going down.
There we go.
Wait, res. Our teammate needs to res. Res.
Really nice.
If you can.
Now we've also got a program.
Lifeline's following you.
Which is funny because it's actually the same source as we're sending to the switcher because we're on air. So you're actually just seeing it come back. And we've also got an F1, F2 and F3 button down the bottom here. And they can be programmed to do anything. The knob up here is actually an iris control. So it's a local iris control.
Oh look, we won.
And we've got these pre-programmed, the F1 and 2 and 3 buttons are programmed to zoom, for autofocus and auto iris.
We don't want one.
Now there's also touchscreen buttons on the LCD. These are very easy to use. So what I'll do is I'll take off the sunshade so you can actually see these better.
Alright, I could grab mine.
So you can see that there.
I grabbed the R99
There's
this
lots
time.
of on-screen controls. You can just push the different buttons. You've got shutter angle. It comes up. You've got iris and gain. And color temperature. They all just come up just by pushing the controls.
I bet.
Now the audio levels are actually done by pushing the meters. Whoops. Wrong control up there. So you just touch the audio meters and bring up the audio controls there. Audio levels.
Yeah.
And if you want to access the main menus, you just push the menu button. The menu buttons are one up
Oh,
the right
I've seen one.
There it is there. You can see about record settings, monitoring, audio, setup. And also, the good thing is that presets can be saved. There's the presets there. You can save and you can generate save presets on the USB thumb drives and copy them between cameras. If you have lookup tables can also be
I'm going.
Saved and shared between cameras. Plus also you can actually
They're
load
Valkyrie.
lookup tables from DaVinci Resolve, which is really nice. Because you can actually save the color grade as a lookup table on DaVinci.
Valkyrie's knocked, Bloodhound.
Now the great thing about an RGB histogram is you can see clipping in
one. It's just a Bloodhound.
Really nice.
He's on you. He's on you.
You see the histogram move. Now recording's really easy. There's an on-screen record button, which you can see down there. Now I'll plug in a USB drive.
Oh, I forgot about it.
So we can actually do a recording. There's there. And now you can see the... Oh, didn't have it plugged in. Now you can see...
Wait, you can grab the L-Star?
And I can just push record. There it is. Now it's recording a Blackmagic RAW file to the disk. Now if you've got if you've selected video or extended video gamma, now that'll be saved into the file, but it's only metadata. It's not actually burned in. The files are always film gamma, which means you can keep that look. I mean, obviously when you open up those files in DaVinci Resolve, it looks great and you keep that look. Or you can turn it off and do a color grade, and these files look really incredible when you're doing a DaVinci Resolve color correction on them. So it's fantastic. Anyway, I'll stop that.
Yeah.
Remove the disc.
He doesn't have the PS4
so
logo, but he's playing on
really
controller.
How much power this camera has. I'll put the sunshade back on, so it kind of looks nice. We think it's going to be really exciting. Now the Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Pro will be priced at $1,795, and it'll be available starting today. So I think it's a really
After
nice
a couple rounds of this, we can go on Warzone.
It's just so very nice to use. Okay, so now let's talk about lenses. Now on the original model of Studio Camera, some people use big broadcast lenses, but they're really a bit big for a compact camera like this. So we have the Ursa broadcast cameras for those lenses. So we thought a lot about lens options for this camera, and it turns out photography lenses are very good. They're mass produced, they're actually made very precisely. Also, they're very high resolution, that's because they're used in photography.
Yeah, after we get this.
So we feel B4 broadcast lenses are really wrong for this camera. We think we can make photography lenses work.
Here, you want the ammo?
The solution to that is all about control. If we can control a photography lens better, then we get broadcast lens features. MFT lenses aren't really quite as precise as B4 lenses, but not by very much. MFT lenses are not part focal, but they're so well made, they're actually pretty close. So the solution here is all about lens control. If the way to make a photography lens into a broadcast lens is just to control it better, and that's what we've worked on. So we have a wonderful way to control the lenses on the new studio cameras. And we've really gone big on this. We've put a lot of engineering into it. So what we've done is we've developed a new focus and zoom demands for the studio cameras. Now let me show you, I'll bring one out. So I've got one over here.
I don't see.
I'll move the camera over a little bit so we can see. So you can
Where?
see there's the
oh.
CFD drive over there. Put my cupcake down there. So you can see there it is there. So this is the focus demand. So you can see it's a very professional unit. It's very similar to expensive control, so it's very familiar to broadcaster users. It rotates beautifully smoothly. It's got a nice rubber coating.
Alright.
Yeah.
You need heavy?
That's why the camera has two USB connections. You can use external
yeah, I do. I have a lot more.
So you only kind of need two USB connections. So let's mount it on the camera so you can check it out. But the first thing I need to do is I need to add a second arm to the tripod, so I'll do that. So I've got another arm here.
Our teammates down. Push for me?
Oh,
where are you? Oh, on me. And he body shoots, bro.
And I was like, because she also is going to need a picture, and next to mom's job, it's like a
no body shoots.
I just told her to ask mom, because mom know all of that.
Oh.
There it is there. Now I've got two-handed control. I'll flip it out a little bit like that, make it symmetrical.
Which way are you going to push?
It's really nice using two hands. The movement is so much smoother, so nice, so much control. Okay, so let's mount the focus demand on the camera. Now it comes with the USB cables, with a USB cable. Now the USB cable comes with a cable lock, so it's more reliable that way, but you can use any USB cable. So let's start by attaching the focus demand. So this is working like that. And it's onto the camera.
They back over there? Should have got a sniper. How many is it?
So we can control that nicely. Now we'll get a USB cable. This is the USB.
Yeah, I know that it's a 3v3.
So the we'll plug that in. I'll wrap it around the a little bit. Plug it into there. Okay, now I can focus the camera.
Wait, they have a Valkyrie too?
So I'll move the camera across so we can get a shot from the side.
Oh, yeah, Bloodhound.
So you can see the focus peaking. So you really see...
I'm gonna get a sniper.
How nice it is.
Yeah, let's just push.
I'll turn the focus peaking a bit more so you can see it. So you can see how you can focus through that range.
One on me.
So you can see the control is really nice. It's quite precise. It's very easy to use. Pretty cool. And it's so nice to use, you know, I don't have to reach around to the lens, I keep my hands on the tripod handles.
Where'd the Valkyrie go? Dang.
It's really nice.
Alright.
Now, a lot of MFT lenses actually have power zoom. So what this means is it'd be good to have a zoom control, and we do have that, we've designed that as well, and it's called the Blackmagic Zoom Demand. So let me bring that out and I'll show you as well. I'll move the camera a little bit there. So here it is here. Move the camera that way. So you can see there it is.
I only got 5,400.
It's got the mounting hardware on the side of it. So you can see it's really high end. It's got the main rocker here.
What?
Very smooth through the zoom range.
I only need 6,600 more legend tokens to get Revenant.
Around the control, and you can locate them by feel, and they can be programmed for
6,600.
There's a really big one for the rocker.
5,400.
And that's normally programmed for the VTR, but you can change it. There's also a zoom knob, a zoom speed
400?
knob. There's two buttons below that work with your fingers. So when you're holding onto it like that, you can access them with your fingers. See there? You can see those there and there. And again, they can be programmed. And there's also two buttons on the side that you can use with your fingers. There. And there's actually another one on the other side. So you can use it either left or right-handed, depending which side of the camera you want to mount it. So there's those lower buttons there. Now all these controls can be customised. So let's mount it on the handle, and the mounting hardware, like I was saying, is included. So it'll, and they use a standard rosette, so that's a rosette, standard rosette on the side of the controls. So you can use any custom mounting really. So let's mount it onto the camera.
Oh. Huh?
There it is there. So now each control has a loop through USB-C connection.
Yeah.
So you can loop through the focus demand into the zoom demand,
Oh.
which means you only need
I
one
like
USB
this
connection
map.
on the camera for both controls. So let's connect that up. So I've got another cable.
Should we go to game chat? Our teammate's talking.
I'll turn it around because that's where my mounting is. I'll just sort of loop it around the cable arms here. I'm doing it quickly, so I'm not really
Oh, yep, he
placing
faked
it
it.
up as nicely as I could. There we go. So I can zoom in.
You
zoom
being...
out. I'll get the camera sideways. You can see there. As I'm adjusting. You can see there.
Oh.
Adjusting there. Now with big controls like this, it does add a bit of weight. So you'll tend to find the camera will tilt back. So what you might do is you might need some counterbalance like weights to balance the camera. It's kind of the price, I guess, you pay for having these big, beautiful controls. They do add a bit of weight on the back side of the camera, so you can add a weight to the front. You can also shift the camera forward on the tripod. It really depends on the tripod you're using. So now I can control both the focus and the zoom. I don't have to take my hands off the tripod handles, and I can keep framing shots while I'm zooming. So let me show you. I think I've got a feed from the camera actually, and also there's a shot on the side here. So I can zoom in. See how nice it is. And I can focus. So precise.
Gotta hit that lip.
Oops. There it is. Zoom back. You really see how nice it is. You know, you can still see it's in focus. And it really shows you how good these lenses are. It feels very much like a broadcast
I'm gonna get
lens.
Revenant first, then get Octane.
Like this, it's a complete revelation. It's actually impossible to go back to a regular camera. It's just awesome. So I reckon these will be pretty popular. They're really nice. The focus and zoom demands, they're not available today. We're still waiting for a few parts to arrive, but they'll be available.
I wanted Octane first, but then Revenant came out.
Demand will be $245. And the cost of the Blackmagic Zoom demand will also be $245.
What's that?
And you'll be able to buy them separately. That's nice if your lens
You're
doesn't
lying.
have zoom. You can just get the focus demand by itself. Or if the lens control
Dang.
can be done remotely, of course you don't need local controls on the camera. Now we've recently done a software update
That
to
must
the
suck.
camera control panel, and that actually adds zoom and focus control to it. So the external switcher side control is getting even better all the time. So it's really exciting.
I got one of the kills. Get out of storm.
These studio cameras could be better. The cables to the side of the camera are a bit of a hassle. You know, these camera cables here. In some venues, it's really hard to run cables to cameras. You might want to use the building's network, for example, and there might not be any power at the camera end, and that's quite common. This is why the Simply Fiber workflow is really so nice. All the video on the camera powers on the one cable, but the problem is Simply Fiber cables are really expensive. So what we did is we added a copper 10G Ethernet port to the side of the camera. It's like a Simply Fiber style workflow, but it's much lower cost than Ethernet cable instead. It's professional, but it's also affordable. So you can do the whole camera with just one cable. But we do need a converter. We've got to convert back to the video world, so we've got a converter for the element.
I don't know, but he just beamed the heck out of me.
It's called the Blackmagic Studio Converter.
Oh, we won. It don't matter. It don't matter. We still won.
Here it is here. Let me swing the camera around a little bit so it's not in the way. There it is there.
Yeah.
So you can see there's the converter there. Now this converter has a massive power supply in it, so it powers the camera. It's also got 12G SDI camera feeds.
I'm getting the Volt
SMG.
SMG.
See in the back there.
Yeah.
Now one of the program return feeds is for the viewfinder on the camera when you push the program button. But the second return feed actually overrides the HDMI on the side of the camera. So if you plug in the second program return feed on the back there, it'll actually output that video on the HDMI output on the camera. Now not only that HDMI outputs the camera video, but in this case it will be over
I'm Lifeline.
And the reason that's good is for teleprompters. So you can plug your teleprompter source into there and then get it out on the front of the camera, which is really nice. So let's plug everything in so you can see it working. Now first what we need to do is we need to unplug our SDI connections from the camera and plug them into the converter instead. So let's do that. So I've got my main program video out.
Then still grab something.
Oops. Don't get into one height there. So And that'll be a bit of a cable mess here, so I'll plug that into the top connector. And I've got my program return feed here. I'll plug it into program return feed number 1. There we go. Plug the converter in with the
I'm going in.
Now I need to plug in some power.
Correct.
Power the converter. There it is there. Now I'll unplug the camera power as well, so get rid of that.
No.
Now the converter's all set up and running. What we need to do now is plug in the camera. So we need to get an Ethernet cable to do that. So I'll get an Ethernet cable and I'll plug it in. So
Dead.
put that there, and I've got a nice big Ethernet
All
cable here. So
where I need to heal.
I'll plug the one end of the cable into the converter. And I'll plug the other end into the camera. And I can swing it around and show you.
What is the protocol?
Over there.
Out of storm.
You can see that shot there. There you go. Camera's come up.
What the?
See that there? Now,
Nah.
I've got one cable connecting to the camera.
Nah. That don't even count, bro.
12-pack tele camera controllers, all via this one cable.
Yo,
So you only need to
I say it don't count.
You can see the camera feed and status on the front LCD. There's also a speaker and headphone socket on the front of the converter. That's really nice for verifying the audio on the camera from the front of the converter, especially when
what do you mean?
So this is very fast to set
Oh,
really
in class.
So the Blackmagic Studio converter will be available in a few months' time, but we wanted to show it to you now.
I did
so
too.
You can get an idea of what the whole workflow. Now it'll be priced at $8.95. It's basically as powerful as our Blackmagic Studio fiber converter, but it uses copper Ethernet.
I did one in what's it called?
So it's much lower cost.
What?
But the workflow is exactly the same. It's really only limited by the 10G
I did
Ethernet
one in
cables.
math, one in ELA.
Cable lengths out of 10G Ethernet than we have been doing with 12G SDI.
From where?
And as better cables are released over time, the distance will increase even further. Now, one thing that's interesting is it does switch to 1G Ethernet if you're running the camera in HD. So you can use older Ethernet
There's
cables.
two of them on me.
You might find in some venues, and that's obviously quite common because 10G Ethernet is actually quite new. So one thing you'll notice actually about the converter...
This man, yeah. I was just about to start shooting at him.
Move it out of the way there. The converter is a bit deeper than the Teranex Mini.
Push with me.
It's got a bigger power supply. Now, the
dang, they all the way back there.
Cables. So we needed a bigger
I'm gonna go get their teammate before he comes back.
So we have a new rack shelf to mount these for deeper products, and it's called Blackmagic Universal Rack Shelf. It's the same as the Teranex Mini rack shelf, but it's deeper. It actually has holes in it, so you can mount any of the Teranex Mini converters in it. But you can also mount 2 of these in the rack shelf, so you get 2 channels per rack unit. Now, when we have the converter available, we'll have these the new rack shelf available as well in a few months' time.
I'm gonna get
It'll be priced at $85, which is the same price as the Teranex Mini rack shelf. That's not all we've got today. The Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Pro is really nice, but we actually wanted a model specifically for the A2 Mini. The original Blackmagic Studio Camera didn't actually have HDMI out. And the new Pro model is great, but it's got a lot of stuff we just don't need an A2 Mini. So we don't need talkback, we don't need SDI connections for those switches, but we really do want a great camera. We want the same low light capability, we want a built-in color corrector, we want great microphones and a tally light. So what we want to do is keep the same great camera,
just
but
me get this thing real quick.
A2 Mini doesn't need. So you get a great model specifically designed for A2 Mini. We want a model that's more affordable, and we've done that. We've called it Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K
I'm gonna push with you.
And I'll bring it out and show it to you. Got one here. Here it is.
Where is our teammate? Oh.
So you can see if you can get a shot of that. Now it's got exactly the same quality camera as the Pro model has. It's got the same low light capability.
Is it
the same color science, same resolution. It's a fantastic camera, but it strips off all the stuff you don't need. It removes stuff basically that costs a lot of money that you just don't need on A2 Mini. So we've removed the 12G SDI and the 10G Ethernet connection because they cost a lot of money. It also removes the balanced professional XR audio inputs. They cost a lot because of the quality level that we achieve with those.
I think they're...
We've also used a standard LCD screen
yeah.
The Pro model actually has a high brightness screen. This one's just got a standard screen.
I think it's 2, because I haven't seen the other, either one of them.
The brightness, contrast, and focus peaking.
It's Wraith and Mangalore.
Tables, and there's LCD.
Down teammate.
Presets. It's got the same built-in DaVinci Primary color corrector as well. So let's plug it in.
One on me. 2 on me.
See how it all works.
Inside, right here.
I've got a tripod here. I'll bring it out.
I need heal up. I'm healing up.
Here we are. Oops. I've already got the focus Speaking, so let's mount the camera on the tripod.
I'm going. Do you want me to go in gas? Go in the gas.
Pop it down.
Oh.
Now it works with the same focus and zoom command, so let's plug everything in. First we need some power.
Oh.
And we'll plug in the focus and zoom command.
11. Alright.
Right. Now we have an 18 mini that I can bring out. There it is.
Your porta's in Storm, right?
And then we'll plug the HDMI in so we can use the 18 mini to connect to it.
Okay, I didn't know that. Wait, who's still down here? Res me, res me.
Okay.
You could have res me and we would have had a better chance of defeating them. I'm looking at the ground, so I can't.
Now this is a 4K
Behind you.
So the HDMI is actually Ultra HD, but it'll detect the
What
18
the?
mini.
How did I die?
And it'll switch to HD, so we don't have to really do anything. So let's turn it on. We'll look for the
How the
sunshine
heck?
up.
How did I die?
There it is there. And we'll turn on the camera. There it is. It's already on.
There's even less.
So nice. So what we'll do is we'll put the 18 mini to air, so you can see there's the HDMI cable. So the tower light works via the HDMI cable. So you get video, but you also the switch talks back through the HDMI cable to the camera. So I can switch
the Hemlock Burst.
Now I've got it on preview. So if I cut, it'll go on air. If I cut away from it, it'll go to preview.
From my pocket.
It'll go back on air. So you can see it's really nice. You can get the same framing and focus.
It's 2.2.
Really nice.
It's 2.2. You wanna go?
So you can see if you can see
I know.
there. Look at that other camera shot. You can see zoom in. It all works fine.
I know.
So it's really good. Now the lens and the color corrector can be controlled by HDMI. So let's check it out using the ATEM software control. So down here I've got a computer that's actually connected to the ATEM Mini via USB. So the ATEM software control over here is talking to the switcher. In fact, I can do some cuts. You can see the tally light going on and off. Because now I'm controlling the switcher from here. So if I go to the camera page,
Dang.
this is where my camera control is, and it'll talk back from the HDMI to the camera. So I can do some iris control. So you can see it there.
Down there.
Pretty cool. You can see that shot from the viewfinder. I can also do an autofocus. I can do color tint.
I know.
And all sorts of funky color tints. So that's controlling the color corrector in the camera.
Where?
So I can even change the gain remotely from the ATEM Mini in the interface here. So I can go in here and adjust up a bunch of gain. You see the gain on the camera is getting higher. I can set it back down.
Teammate.
Oops, we've got negative. There you go, that's 0. So you can really see how the controls pretty much exactly the same as the Pro model, but it's all being done down the HDMI
Yes,
cable.
sir.
Now the camera number doesn't need to be set on when you're using HDMI because it's automatic. It knows if you're plugging in input 1, it'll then control it as camera number 1. Otherwise, it's really similar to the Pro
that must
model.
suck.
So you can get, so you can get some really long HDMI cables now. So you can actually get the
I still got my ultimate
away from the ATEM Mini. It's a really nice workflow. And then of course later you can add
Alright,
an
I
HDMI
got you.
SDI converter to convert the camera to SDI if you're using larger switches that run with SDI. So the Blackmagic Studio Camera 4K Plus will be priced at $1,295 and it'll be available starting today. So that's about it for today's update. I think it's a really wonderful combination of live production products. We've got the 4 new HyperDeck Studio models, with powerful features on each model. And the best part, the prices haven't increased, but they have a lot more power. And the design is much better. They're just a much more logical family of models, so it's great. And we have these 2 wonderful new Blackmagic Studio cameras. There's such a big change from the previous models, but I really love the focus and zoom demands. They're just so nice. We're actually using all the cameras in the studio here now. I'm so jealous. I want to be using the cameras not behind the camera, in front of the camera, but I can't wait to get out there and use them myself. I've just got to get second handles for my tripods. Plus we have the great Blackmagic Web Presenter 4K, which we're also using now in this video. So I really hope you like these new products, and I hope they help you with your work.
I have 2.
I really can't wait to see how they're used. It's always the most exciting part of seeing how people use them. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon, and take care. Bye.
What do you mean? You got him. He's on top. He just gave up. He ain't even. Oh, that same thing I got. Alright. And then we can get on Warzone, and then I'll just start my stream back up. Yeah. Yeah. How many? One. Me too. How much do I have now? 6,000. What does that smell? Yeah. Except for the OP ones. I'm not. What? Oh. What is ultimate? Yeah, I heard you, but what is ultimate acceleration? I think it's a like type of heal. I picked up this. Yeah. Yep. 68. 69. 76 now. Yep, now it's max. I don't even have my second gun yet. Where is the ammo? Oh, wait. This is arrows. Like sniper ammo. Where's the sniper ammo? Since right now. Oh no! Oh no! That's not even fair. I know that. But what? You a bum. I saw you. You a bum. You a bum. You a bum, bro. Res me. Res me. Now let me pick my weapon. Be quiet. Where's the sniper ammo? Oh my god. Sniper ammo. Just sniper ammo. Like sniper ammo. Never mind. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Did not mean to use this. I didn't mean to. I'm ready. Hold on. No, no, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I almost changed my person. What? I'm ready. Well, now I am. No, I said I almost did. I didn't. Why would I need to change my person? Don't question me. I'm not hiding. Mm-hmm. I am out in the open. You see me. No? You almost hit me, though. Actually, I think I did get hit. Yeah, I did get hit. Oh, what the heck? What the heck, yo? Wait. Okay, I was gonna change my person. I didn't. No. You a crackhead. Shut up. Shut up. Me too. I just didn't see you. Who? Really, I do nothing. Buzz up. Buzz up. Boop, boop, boop. She call me Papa. But I'm not a llama. Come on, my time. Wait, what? How do you only have 3 bullets? Oh. If I take what? I was just seeing what that can do. Where do you think you're going? Okay, okay. I love this gun. Dang it. I was trying to change my person, bro. Yo, this man's still shooting at me. Can you wait for about 3 seconds? Dang. Let's get on Warzone, yo. I know that. I'm on 1 HP. No. No. Oh, crap. Come on, wait, 3 seconds. Oh, God, no. I'm getting on a Warzone.